Good morning, students. Today I would like to explain about the simplified reference model. In Unit 1, the second topic is the simplified reference model. In this simplified reference model, what is the main purpose we are learning about the simplified reference model? It is the structured to communicating the systems. The mainly one device to another device, we need to communicating the both two device, right? This is the basic diagram for the simplified reference model. It is the sender side. The left hand side it is showing the sender side, and the right hand side it is showing the layers. It is the receiver side. The middle of the figure it is shows the antenna, and another one like the box it is the antenna. It is connected to PDA. What is the full form of PDA? Okay, it is the personal digital assistant. The personal digital assistant. What is the main purpose of personal digital assistant? Whenever we are moving to one location to another location, for example, if you are changing the location from Telangana to Karnataka or Maharashtra, the entire information, the network information, whatever your base address information, the antennas will collect the informations where you are presently locating, and it is transferring to PDA. In the PDA, personal digital assistant, in this one consisting of the basic information about your details, your personal identification, where you are presently registered, from where you are located. Okay, it is the entire information it is hand out to the right side of the receiver side PDAs. Okay, if the left side sender will sending the information to first of all to PDS, after that PDA to receiver side. Okay, the mainly in the bottom of the layer, physical layer, mainly we are communicating to one layer to another layer, right? Each and every layer, what is the main purpose of each and every layer it is required? Okay, in this one, first of all we learn about the application layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, physical layer. But we are learning from the bottom to top layer, from the left side sender side and the receiver side, the same layers, but those are communicating. The physical layer, mainly what is the main purpose of physical layer, why we are using, what is the main purpose? It is mainly responsible for conversation of a stream of bits. Okay, how to it is conversion? It is the physical layer mainly it is responsible for conversion of a stream of bits. How to you are talking with your friends, it is converting the stream of bits. How you are talking like this, your voice it is converting the stream of bits into signals. It is converting the signals that can be transmitted on the sender side. Okay, first of all it is transmitting the sender side signals, stream of bits it can be converted into. When you are making a call, the conversion of a stream of bits into signals that can be transmitted on the sender side. And the receiver side, what it happens, the receiver then it transforms the signals coming, the previous one the sender side, what we are sending the stream of bits into signals it is converting. Okay, the stream of bits signals it is can be transforms to, these signals can be back to into a bit stream. So bits to signals, signals to bits stream, it is converting. In any wire for nowadays we are using students wireless communication, right? The physical layer mainly what it happens, it is responsible for frequency selection. The frequency selection what it happens, the frequency it is mainly to describing the the signal detection. The frequency mainly it is describe the signal detection and the data onto modulation of data onto a carrier frequency and encryption. Okay, this is mainly about the physical layer. And another one, it is the data link layer. The main task, what why we are learning about the data link layer, the from bottom to next layer, it is the data link layer. What is the main purpose of data link layer? This task, this layer mainly accessing the medium. Okay, it is mainly accessing the mediums. We are accessing multiplexing of different data streams. Okay, not only the single stream of bits, it is multiplexing the of different data streams. All of you know the multiplexer, multiple networks is converting into a single network layer. So one by one, the selection of the based on the selection of the networks, we are making a calls is very easily. That is the multiplexing of a different data streams. Okay, and data link layer, mainly what it happens in the data link layer, it is correction of transmission of errors. Okay, it is mainly correction of transmission of errors, and it is synchronizing from the whatever we are sending the messages, it is synchronizing the any network connections and data connections or any connections, it is synchronization. Okay, it is similar to transferring the data. Okay, the data link layer mainly responsible for not only the it is reliable for a point to point communication between any two devices, or a point to multi point connection between a one sender and a several receivers. It is mainly for the data link layer. And the next, coming to the next layer, network layer. The figure shows the middle of the layer, it is the network layer. What it happens, the main aim for this, why we are learning the network layer, it is positioning the or it is finding the device location. Okay, the third layer mainly it is responsible for routing the packets through a network, or establishing a connection between two entities over many other intermediate systems. Okay, it is addressing and routing the point in the device location and handover between different networks. Okay, what are the different networks nowadays we are using, like um, in your mobile station, which network it is supported, those are the different networks. And one more, coming to the one more layer, it is the transport layer. Okay, in the transport layer, what it happens, the main aim for this transport layer in the simple referencing model, it is the end to end communication. It is the main important. Okay, it is providing the quality of service, and flow and congestion control are relevant. Okay, especially why we are learning the transport layer. Okay, transport protocols known from the internet. What are the transport protocols? TCP and UDP are to be used over a wireless link. Okay, and one more layer, it is the first layer, it is the application layer, right? The application layer, what it happens, the main aim for this application layer, it is the in this one support the mainly for application layer, it is supporting the multimedia applications. Okay, what are the multimedia applications nowadays we are using? Those are adaptive applications that can handling the large variations in transmission of characteristics and wireless access to the world wide web using a portable device. And these are the very demanding applications or video, high data rate and interactive gaming, and low jitter and low latency. Okay, right? Now we learn about the in this diagram, it is showing the shows the antennas and PDS also there. Okay, what is the main aim for this one? PDA, what it happens the PDA? What it provides the PDA? PDA is mainly physical personal digital assistant. It communicates with a base station in the middle of the picture. Okay, what is the main? It consisting of base station consisting of a radio transceiver, sender and receiver, and an interworking unit connecting the wireless and wireless with the wireless link with the physical fixed link. The communication partner of the PDA, a conventional computer, is shown on the right hand side. The one more PDA, it is available on the right hand side. What it defines the conventional computer, it shows the right hand side, right? This is the description about the what is the main aim for the intermediate system. Okay, it is the such as the networking unit do not necessarily need of all the layers. Intermediate systems, it is not requiring the all the layers. Okay, it is the main description about the simplified network layer.